This is Brother Polight, and we're here to talk about cognitive dissonance in retrospect to the progression of the black community, more especially in the case of the black man. Cognitive dissonance. Let's get an example. Popular example of cognitive dissonance. Smoking is the behavior. The fact that cigarettes cause cancer, it's the cognition. We are aware of this. To facilitate the same, that is to say, smoking the cigarette, knowing that it leads to cancer, is the cognitive dissonance. Syllogistically speaking, it normally takes two premises and then a conclusion. That's how you build a syllogism, right? And so normally when you give people a new premise or a new idea, it's hard for them to substitute the old one. Instead, they will struggle with the old idea. They will struggle with the new idea in an endeavor to make the incorrect information accurate, or to simply just hold on to the incorrect information. I want you guys to walk with me. Today, I reached out to a couple black men. Different times. I reached out to some black men about some disparaging, undermining, egregious things that they have been propagating about me, because this information came from somebody who was misinformed. They cut and paste the information, uploaded it to their media, and henceforth spread it the same misinformation. So what I've done, rather than just ensue somebody legally, rather than upload videos and call people out their name, yell, curse, and scream at them, they make a video, I make a video, they make a video, I make a video, because I'm not that type of person. I don't like to empower people with my name. What did I do? I contacted these black men directly. I didn't make a video so they could find out on a video I got a problem with them. In fact, I don't even know these black men. But when people send me too much coming from the same person, I say, you know what? Let me communicate with this person or these different black men, because they look like they have businesses that they run. And I never want to compromise the integrity of another black man's ability to generate revenue for himself and or his family. So I went out my way to contact these different black men about the error in their ways. I didn't even ask for a formal apology. I went out my way to communicate with these different black men to say, hey, brothers, and I spoke with them at different times, of course. I didn't say what you're alleging is wrong. Hold on, baby. I said what you are asserting is wrong. You are literally, relax, baby girl. You are literally professing that something is true when it's false. And it's so egregious that it stands to reason that I should, if I have it within my ability, hold on, baby. I got you. Wait. Okay, go talk to mommy real quick. If I have it within my ability to make a correction without legally having to ensue you, I'd rather do it that way. So I can amicably resolve the matter. Amicably resolve the matter. This is the way I do it. I call people directly. I talk to these guys directly, and I was met with so much resistance. I'll say it again. I was met with so much resistance, and all I did is talk to grown black men that are older than me. I spoke with grown black men that are older than me and let them know that these were instances where they will be sued for libel, defamation of character. This is character assassination. And I understand the fanfare, and I understand new media today and how promising speaking about me in light of the adversity, how much views you can get, and how you could collect coins off of your social media by getting hits. So I understand people are looking to make their money. And the guy that I am, I still say, let me give you an in-person cease and desist. Maybe I could hip you to the error in your ways. Maybe you'll be responsible enough to go back on your media and say, you know what? I was in error. This isn't true. I jumped the gun. And I don't even have to talk about suing you. But no, I was met with so much resistance. You know how these black men treat me? They yell at me. They curse me out. They even turn my conversation about defamation of character into gang contentions and ask me what set I claim. And they'll intimate that they're going to bring some gang members towards me to threaten my life. And even one of these brothers secretly records the conversation and uploads his incriminating behavior, his incriminating dialogue, his incriminating deliberation. And do you think for one moment that when I communicate with these guys, I'm not aware of their reckless behavior? Do you believe that when I communicate with these guys, that I'm not aware that they would do something as irresponsible and or as illegal as to secretly record without me consenting to it so they can upload it? Do you believe I would be communicating under such pretense? This is what I mean by cognitive dissonance. That no matter how much you may hate me, and no matter how much people may support you in doing the wrong thing, it doesn't make the wrong thing right. No matter what your convictions are about me, and no matter what you believe about me, if it's not true, it's just not as true. And if you hold on to the lie, if you are in error and you hold on to the lie because you would simply like to believe the lie is true, if you would like to believe you can say anything about anybody, even if it's not true, but because the internet people support you, that it somehow revokes or nullifies the fact that you are in error, you are not only sadly mistaken, you're making it way too easy for me to pursue you legally. This is what I'm saying. I came to these black men positively. I didn't say, yo, fam, I didn't even demand that they remove anything. I just communicated with these guys directly, so it's not volatile, not contentious, and said, I'm going to see if I can amicably resolve this matter without brothers misrepresenting themselves, posting videos, calling each other out their name, cursing each other out at the dismay of our community and to the pleasure of others who want to see us look like that. And we live in a world that no matter how much sense you make, people will always want us to misrepresent ourselves. Now, again, you can believe what you want to believe, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I talk to you as a black man, or anybody for that matter, if I talk to you about character defamation, and I'm nice enough to take time out my day to communicate with you directly, how dare you? In an endeavor to defer and deflect my attention elsewhere, how dare you threaten me? How dare you attempt to turn the conversation into a contentious gang diatribe? Yo, just contacted you to let you know, to see if you're full aware of the ramifications of your actions and the consequences thereof. And in fact, that I was willing to just tell you, you know what, brother? You was in error, and you can still keep your belief and your conviction, but do it this way. You know what these guys do? They take their post down and repost it and reword it. That's what they do. But then the people that took their posts are still living in the lie. And therefore, they've managed to help implicate so many people. All it takes is one or two examples, correct? And everybody's wrong by default. So you guys could believe what you want to believe and say what you want to say. But this conversation is about cognitive dissonance. Caribbean brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers probably would tell them that you're wrong and you're strong. You're wrong and you're strong. No matter how wrong you are, you still gonna hold on to it. It's like people have made clout chasing on the internet a religion. Because in religion, you could prove people wrong about some of their religious convictions, and they will still hold on to it rather than stand corrected. Rather than concede to the fact that they may be in error of something, they want to hold on to the whole lie and treat you bad for bringing to their attention the truth. This is what's wrong with our people. Now, I got on my live stream to talk about what I want to talk about. If you guys want to talk about something else or are interested in another subject matter, go to someone else's page. That's sensible. You're not going to force me to talk about something you want to talk about. It's my page. It's my channel. Cognitive dissonance. I had a purpose for posting this, and I'm fulfilling that purpose. You don't like the purpose or the context of the conversation. I've never sat there and watched a TV show that I knew I wouldn't like. Okay? Okay. So, some of you guys have something to lose. Most of you guys have very little to nothing to lose. So I totally get most of you guys talking reckless and out of control. Because what's the glory in that? But some of you actually have something of substance to lose. Don't allow the people with nothing to lose to gas you. Don't let them put so much gas in you. Don't let them pump you with so much illegitimate conviction that when someone younger than you calls you respectfully and highlights your error in judgment for the purposes, again, of amicably resolving the matter so it doesn't have to turn into a situation where we inflammate an already bad scenario. If I go out my way to talk to you positively to see if we can resolve a matter of character defamation because you're putting out misinformation, be responsible enough as someone older than me. To the brothers that I communicated with today, be responsible enough to exercise extreme caution in how you deal with the matter, because it will be your fault why it didn't work out the right way. Take, for instance, Cardi B and Tasha K. You don't want to be Tasha K because she was forewarned by Cardi B. Chill out. I want to take food from your family. She was forewarned in so much words, paraphrasing, on a woman-to-woman level. And she took it for a joke and continued to do whatever she wanted to do. There's one thing I've always learned. You never go to war with someone who has enough money or more money than you. For any of a number of reasons. Please sue Polight. Oh, absolutely. And I don't want to hear none of that gang shit when I get to the suing. Tell that to the goddamn judge. You niggas want to play gang members when it comes to your own community. But you don't want to play gang when it comes to this goddamn white man making these laws. So tell the prosecutor that gang shit. Tell the attorneys and tell the judge. When you're filling out the paperwork, write that shit in there and see how they respond to it. And remember, Brother Polight came to you as such. I came to you positively. And what you're not going to do is trick me into communicating with you in any way that can implicate me for a countersuit. I'm going to make sure I'm the only one right. I'm never going to make sure you guys are right. I'm going to make sure I'm the only one that is right in this scenario. So I have no negativity to thrust at you. I will not embark upon or engage in any name calling or in any threats. My black brothers, you can go about resolving your situation with me any way you deem fit or necessary. I will not be doing YouTube videos going back and forth with you. You're not even better trolls than me. And when I show you who has more wit, when I outwit you, you're going to really want to kill me. When I outwit you, you're going to really want to kill me. You think you want to kill me now? You would really want to kill me because you're not smarter than me. I promise you this. I be sitting here quiet. I disappear off the internet for months at a time, weeks at a time, and I still make my money. I don't have to do this to collect coins, and I don't have to use you brothers' names to collect coins. And I don't want to say disparaging things about you brothers as black men and inadvertently make money from it. I don't want to do that. We have to be more creative than that. Yes, they gave us opportunities to make money per the views, but we're taking it out of context, and it's out of control now because people will say and do anything about anybody and disregard the implication of that which they say. Disregard how it impacts people's lives and families. They don't care so long as they can get the views. We've become savages. We've become savages for views. Look at what people will do to clout chase. They're willing to hurt themselves doing some crazy stunts. They're willing to talk gangster to people knowing that they don't want to kill the people that they're talking gangster to. And it's a matter of time before these things catch up with people. We're willing to do anything to make any damn money off the internet. You guys, how many Tasha K's do you want to see? Because I see a bunch of male Tasha K's. And I'm petty enough to get some of you broke Negroes up out of here too. So we'll see where we go with all of this. We'll see. But, we'll see who has the last laugh. Because while you pray and you hope on another man's demise, that same man is sitting here plotting and scheming legally and logically against his want-to-be enemies. You Negroes ain't got enough money to be my enemy. And you ain't got enough spirit, soul, and intelligence to be my enemy. You're just not built like that. So no, I don't have no gang shit for nobody. I'm just a businessman, just communicating a gripe that I have, and you guys can do whatever you choose to do. I never called anybody with the intention to be aggressive. I never called nobody with the intention to suggest that I would violently aggress them. I never called nobody with the intention to tell them to stop doing something in particular. I called to say it would be in your best interest to stop. However, you guys are all free to do what you choose to do. And I have, as a person of popularity, learned to accept that people will say things about you And you have to learn that comes with being popular. In order to be somebody, you have to have a bunch of nobodies. The nobodies will always go out their way to tear down somebody till they are nobody again. I know the rules, so I'm not flustered. I'm not flabbergasted at the notion that people will go through certain lengths to denigrate the character of another person they don't even know or haven't even researched at length. I totally understand this. So by all means, you brothers and sisters can continue to do what you do. Continue to troll. Continue to follow in the footsteps of people that have been identified as being in error. If you want to follow in those footsteps, you have every right. But what I don't want to hear, it's like, oh, dog, now you taking me to court. Oh, word. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, if you take me to court, I'm going to kill you. You take me to court, that's on this. When I see you, I don't want to hear none of that. Because I ain't come to nobody on that type of energy. I came to every black man I spoke to today as a black man whose only interest was, I don't want to have a third-party medium, an arbitrary means of force intercede. I felt like we, as black men, no matter who's right or wrong, I should be able to just make a communication, and in that correspondence or in my verbal communication, we could perhaps resolve the matter before anyone else has to get involved legally. That's what I endeavored to do. I didn't deal with people like they were savages, nor do I intend to deal with anybody like a savage. I didn't threaten no one like I was threatened. I didn't attempt to say I'm going to kill someone like someone said, if you do that, I'm going to kill you. Bruh, just take the thing down. You don't have to cognitive dissonance. Like, you rather kill me because what you posted is wrong? Huh? And I screenshot the message. I got your text correspondence talking about you're going to kill me if I ensue you legally. But that Negro took down what he posted on his stories and then sends me a text that he's going to kill me. Oh, my goodness. Yo, listen. If you was wrong, what's the harm in just saying, I didn't even ask you to post, my bad, I was wrong. I told you it's not in your best interest to leave it up. You do what you will, but I won't ask you no more again. Some of these Negroes cut me off but what about this and what about that? Bro, we're not on the internet. This ain't the internet streets. This is me calling you about a serious matter. You ain't really got much leverage here to be yelling and screaming about what I'm talking about. You getting caught in the internet hype. I'm talking to you about your livelihood before you fuck around and be trying to hide your money places. Negro on here talking about I'm soft. You see how slow people are? I'm talking about defamation of character, and here go another Negro talking to me about violence. What's this Negro name? Who said that? You soft. His name is Hector Remmer, 87. Everybody, take a look at Hector Remmer, 87. That's, get the clout you want. I'm talking, people can't keep up with conversation. I think because the words are 4 syllables and 5 syllables, I think people are overwhelmed. They start hearing things that go past 3 syllables and they get overwhelmed. Hey, we're talking about character defamation, being sued for libel. Hey! Okay? Talking about lawsuits, bro. Keep up. We're not talking about gang. We're not talking about gang violence. We're not talking about running down on people. It wouldn't matter if I was soft or not. Talking about character, defamation of character. Can you keep up? That's the difference with my show. You might have things to learn, and your short attention span might make you escape. Because this ain't your typical black show that you're used to watching where we make fools of ourselves. Baby girl, please. Was in the background. But anyway, we out of here. You know, I know you people. I think some of you are turned on by some of this sick stuff. But, you know, cognitive dissonance is the name of this particular program. Don't be so wrong that you can't be corrected, especially if it comes from a brother that's younger than you. Or anyone that's younger than you. Doesn't really matter the age. Whoever's right is right. But I think that might have something to do with it. Don't be so wrong that you threaten somebody with violence who actually came to find results. Don't be that wrong. And I don't want to hear none of that. Yo, you snitching this, you snitching that. I don't want to hear that. You niggas snitch on yourself when you record yourself and upload. I don't want to hear none of that. You guys make do with your threats that you made. You're going to run down on me. You're going to kill me. You're going to get me jumped. If I sue you, whatever you guys claim, keep that same energy. Tell it to judge too. Because all you had to do, Negro, is just be like, damn, my bad. I posted misinformation. My bad. I got caught in the fanfare and the hype. You know how this internet shit is. I was trying to make views. In fact, you didn't even have to tell me none of that. I'm a cool brother. I wasn't going to trip at all. I was just going to say, fam, don't get caught up in that. Because the person you got it from took theirs down. Uploaded something new and reworded it. But you're still propagating the misinformation. And that means other people are going to do what you did, but only thing take it from you instead of take it from him. And you can't find that guy's stuff no more because he put it down once he got checked. He took it down. But then now he's attempting to double down by putting up other stuff. So now I got to come for him because he want to be wrong and strong. I was going to leave him alone when he took the information down. I was going to leave him alone. But now I got to deal with him. That's all I was doing. It's just to communicate with brothers to say, hey, fam, I'm not even tripping. You know, we black men here, I don't wish the worst for you guys. Fuck you gonna tell me somebody and say they want to kill me. I got the screenshot. Like, this is what I'm talking about with cognitive dissonance. You got one thing in your head. He's a liar. It can't be true. And then when you get presented some other information that conflicts with that information, you would override all the new accounts of information that disagree with the lies that you've been holding on to so dearly. That's cognitive dissonance. You have no reason to be struggling with truth that much. You could want to dislike somebody, but don't want to dislike someone so badly that when truth is presented that contradicts the lie you believed in, that you still will be wicked and weak enough to still run and perpetuate the lie, knowing truth has been presented to you. We gotta come out of that. Religion has taught us to be like this. Now, goddamn it, I ain't confused. And what, man, I had one of my attorneys on the phone for one of those conversations. One of my lawsuit attorneys. Like, yo, I want you to hear this. I can almost, stop, baby girl. I can almost guarantee you that the Negro I'm about to speak to is going to meet me with violent resistance. And I want you to hear how I'm going to talk to him. And sure enough, but you guys think you outwitting me or something. Like, anyway, talk to me nice. Rolls Royce Diaries. We'll speak up, we'll connect. But you guys that's making a living out of just harassing people and saying mean things, I mean, that's crazy too. But when you start really pushing the envelope and saying actual lies that are very damaging and hurtful, and you're just being a menace. These are some menacing things that you guys are doing. And it's clear that you have malicious intent for whatever reason. Because again, the guys that I communicated with today, I don't know them from nowhere. I really don't know these guys. I don't look at their things. I don't watch what they saying. They have never interested me, or anything of interest that has never come my way about them, where I said, man, let me start seeing what these guys are talking about. So if those guys ever went through anything, like today, people are sending me a bunch of things from all these different people I called. And I'm like, wow, I don't even want to get into this nasty stuff. And I see this one got drama with, like, I'm telling you, it seems like the whole internet, the amount of things people are sending me, I don't even want to get into that. Because what am I supposed to do? Start posting about all the people and showing references to all the people that dislike you? I don't got time for that. That's your problems, that's your issues, it's none of my business, and I don't want to slip up and make an error and perpetuate a lie about you, because I'm sure somebody might be telling some kind of lies about you with all the different people you have disagreements with. That's none of my business. And that's the moral of the story, ultimately. We got to learn to mind our business. And if you're going to mind somebody's business, pay attention. Everything is in the story. You see, in real media, you got to have at least 3 sources before you can report your information. So you can reference at least 3 people if you're called out for it. You people are just taken from other people and taken from other people. And it's like the telephone game. By the time it gets into your hands, it's all blown out of proportion. Okay? People are so slow. No matter what you believe about a person, you don't have the right to lie about the person. You can believe someone is the devil. Walk with me, slow people. Some of you are slow. Let's try this again. Let's not try. Let's do this again. If you think someone is evil, you still don't have the right to tell lies about them. If you tell lies about people that you think are evil, it doesn't make the lies that you say correct or proper. They remain lies, and that's illegal. Telling lies on people that you do not like is still a lie. I don't know if you people can keep up. If P implies Q, and Q implies P, and P implies R, then R implies Q, and that is the law of implication. Not necessarily true unless you deal with the law of double implication reversal, then it's true all the time. And that is called sentential calculus. It's called the truth table. Okay? A lot of people don't have this type of logic. It's very hard for them to employ this type of logic. Okay? So, again, I know this is very new for some people. They're not used to thinking at this level. But even if you dislike somebody, it doesn't give you the right to tell lies about the same person. It doesn't substantiate anything that you already believed about that person if a lie has been told on that person. So when you guys post lies about people like me that you don't like, it doesn't turn the lie into anything other than what it was in its inception, a lie. And you will be more than reprimanded for that lie. That's how that works. Okay? So, cognitive dissonance. Keep that in mind, and we'll get a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back at you sometime later today or tomorrow. Blessings in abundance. Iluvu. These people, boy. Maybe I should post I might post the death threats and who they came from. What y'all want? Which ones y'all want? You want audio or text? These black men have lost their damn mind. Like, yo, bro, all I ask you to do is refrain from saying things outside the context of the truth. Stop putting your personal feelings in it. Make it clear if you personally believe something, then say you personally believe that. But if you assert something or postulate it as if it is true, then that is absolutely wrong. And the person you are lying about has the right to address you directly. And I didn't even do it through the internet because that's not my style. I tracked down everybody that I wanted to track down and called them on the phone directly, with the exception of one person that I dealt with through written correspondence. So to respond to me in any form of violence or as if I did something to you personally, that's insane. I was just giving you a heads up and seeing if we can resolve the matter and move forward before I had to allocate some money into the fund, the petty fund. We already got a good amount of people in my petty fund that we're ensuing legally. I didn't want to add no other black people to the fund because people doing this. Lying on you and then threatening to kill you because you're telling them, bruh, that's a lie. Like, no matter how you feel about it, you're lying. Well, what about this? And what about that? I said, bruh, it's just a lie. Like, I don't care how much you believe what you're saying. I'm calling you to tell you, you don't want that. You're lying. That's all I'm doing. But if this was true, then how come you ain't saying this? And how come you ain't? Hey, bruh, this ain't the conversation. And you don't got leverage. I'm letting you know this is incorrect. And if you care about your following, if you care to be a journalist or whatever it is you're attempting to do it with some integrity and tell the goddamn truth. And I bet you they're the only thing these guys can do again, and they're going to do like 50 million videos. And they're going to be sure to make sure they mention my name. But I just ain't the type to mention no man's name but so much times. I don't even want to mention it once if I could avoid it. Because I don't need to mention other guys' names to build clout. I've never been like this. I probably got an old soul because I'm not with this internet ever where, you know, you say people's names and you start going in and saying all sorts of things. We never behaved like this before the internet. And I'm not about to change my disposition because I disagree with that approach. I feel like if a black man has another issue with another black man, if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling froggy, then jump. You call that black man and you talk to him directly and you see if you can rectify the matter. And if it should escalate, maybe you let cooler heads prevail and then you come back and you convene again and see if you can resolve the problem amicably again. And you do everything within your power to see that it never escalates beyond repair. Never get us to a point beyond repair. And see if we can really resolve the matter before we have to get third-party mediums to resolve the matter, especially legally. That's the way that I conceive of our people resolving their issues amongst each other. So when you meet me with a violent resistance, with threats, when you make it contentious to the point it's beyond repair, what am I supposed to do other than what I am supposed to do? Blessings in abundance. Love you guys. Iluvu. I did what I can. Talk to me nice. We just submitted some new entries in the petty fund. Talk to me nice. Hey, you're right. Shasu, you're absolutely... Hey, I got 2 phones here. And it seems like there's a unanimous decision, right? Press 9 if you feel like all these people should be getting sued for their behavior. Press 9. Let me just see it right there. Press 9 if you're feeling the vibes. Let me just see the 9s before I close out. Oh, this dude loves to hear himself talk. Apparently you do too, because the second I started this stream, you was one of the first names here. And you're still here. I see the 9s. Oh, I see a bunch of 9s. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 9s are there. Are you guys looking on the screen? Because you would like to believe everybody's against me. I want you guys that's looking at the screen to see all the damn 9s. This motherfucker might be dyslexic. He put 6. But, or he might be sitting upside down. But whatever the case is. Oh, yeah, the 9s are in. Oh, this is how you... Thank you, guys. You really feel the way... You really feeling the vibes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. It ain't just me. Because if they'll have you, the way the troll will have you, the troll will write so much stuff in the comments over and over and over again, they will have you believe that that's the only thing that people are saying in the comments and everybody's against me. Keep the 9s coming. There we go. There we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, people. Thank you, Facebook community. Oh, man, y'all lit on the Facebook community. Y'all want blood on the Facebook community. I see y'all. Okay. Thank you. Get their ass out of here. Thank you. Thank you, once worse. Renee Way, 99. Wisdom, 9. Let me go over here. Alton, 9. Shakim the God, 9. Rafael Hernandez, 9. Thank you, guys. So I'm not alone in this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings in abundance. Appreciate you guys. D. Haney, 9. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Next subject. Yeah, that's for another time. Today's subject was cognitive dissonance. You see? And I'm going to tell you again, mental health, big issue. Say press 9 if you feel away. You have a few people, like 6 or 7 people on Instagram that put 0, put 8. So what would 8 mean? Like, and one person put 6. Like this is, thank you for the 9 still. Why would I add somebody who I attempted to talk to directly in person? Why would I add that person? Why would I add somebody that threatened my life when I only was talking to them about character defamation? This is not that. I'm not going to put somebody on here so you can hear 2 black men yelling, cursing, and screaming, and then the way they're going to play it, because I'm not going to raise my voice to another black man. I might raise it when I'm teaching or debating or doing my thing, but I'm not going to go out here and disrespect another black man just for entertainment, because he's going to overtalk me and I'm going to overtalk him, and then he's going to say something violent and then I'm going to say something violent in return. I'm not going to put myself in that type of distress, because I can see clearly from the little bit that I've been learning that these black men that I called, this is what they do regularly on the internet. I don't do that regularly on the internet. So I'll probably lose those battles, because I'm not used to yelling, cursing, screaming, and giving death threats and telling people I'm gonna run down on them. I'm not used to doing that on the internet. I don't know how to do that properly. There's probably a way to do it, and these guys are the best at it in the business, it appears. And I'm just one of many people that they do this to. I'm not good at it. So I pick my fights. I pick my battles. I know what I'm good at. I know what I got the resources to do. I'm going to use those resources to do what I'm good at. I'm not going to do that. This is not that. So as much as you want the entertainment, hey, put this person on, put that. The people that tell me put these guys on the lives, no, because these are not the guys that you can talk to. If I couldn't talk to them in private, responsibly, without them going into public, going crazy, or without them sending me negative texts and threatening my life, like, bro, what you threatening my life for? All I did is said is defamation of character, and I don't want to do this to you. And I gave you what you could do in exchange. The other brother wouldn't even allow me to get to the resolve. He just talking violence. Like, goddamn, buddy. Like, no, I'm not good at that. I don't know how to threaten people on the internet. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't. Some people do weird stuff in Brooklyn, granted, but I'm just saying the culture I come from, we're not used to this internet banging, saying incriminating things. Then things happen and everybody's looking at you if you have something to do with it. Oh, no, buddy. I don't come from the self-snitching era. I don't come from none of that. I'm too old for that. Even if people are older than me, they might be the nuance or rarity, but I, myself, I can't have my children looking at me on no video yelling and screaming at another black man talking about what I'm going to do to him. There got to be better ways to solve our problems, and the way we need to solve our problems needs to be off the internet most times. Unless we're going to come on the internet and tell everybody we solved our issue, I don't think we should attempt to solve it on the internet if you know that the person has a malevolent type of disposition. 9 ounce, what up? Piece of the fan from the 9 ounce. Yeah, we gotta talk like men, man. And I gave these brothers that opportunity. I'm not with the internet banging. Hey, look at this Negro. Your boy _Jones, spelled with 2 Z's, says, I'm ducking. I'm ducking one of these people. That's what he wrote. And so now I'm supposed to fall for that reverse psychology. Oh, I'm not ducking such and such. Let me put them on my, so I can feed the fuel to the clout that he was already chasing by mentioning my name. Bruh, if I ever got a problem with somebody on these internet streets, I find a way to contact them directly in private. That's what I do. If you know I got an issue with you, you'll never come on the internet first and find out I got an issue with you. I communicate with you first. When I did my debates with different people from different organizations, I communicated with them first before any video went up. And that was marketing my discontentment about their doctrines to bring them into the main event. I was showcasing my disposition. But it's all to be done in the right manner. I never post something so somebody could turn around and go, what? Polight said, what about me? And you'd be like, who's Polight? And then, I contact people. I don't know these guys, but I bet you I contacted them directly. Bet that I contacted these people directly. I did it the right way. So what you think I'm going to get out of a conversation with these people if I go live now? That would mean I'm clout chasing now. And I want to use some of their personality as leverage to grow my platform. I don't need their names for my platform. That's why I ain't mention nobody. Some of you scared, mention the names. I don't need to mention the names. The message I'm saying is right. Stop clout chasing, people. That's the message. Beware cognitive dissonance. That's the message. You got to grow up, man. You guys want to just see people yelling, cursing, and screaming. You got to grow up. Talk to a grown man here. I did that already. And I ain't like it when it was going on. It has to stop. I'm not getting pulled into that crap. Let these guys do their thing. That's what they do. That's not what I do. So they'll do what they do better. And if I get caught in that centrifuge of chaos, I would be a willing sacrifice because that's not my style. I'm not willing to say and do anything to instigate or inflammate an internet war that can bleed into the streets. I'm not willing to say or do anything. It's just you scared. Look at this one. Athlete __ fit 0. You scared. I like those ones. I want you guys to recognize the covert operatives, the government agents possibly, the people who are seeing if they can create a situation that gets so bad that black men will be out here attempting to hurt each other and wish physical harm and do physical harm to each other. Anybody from here on, if I find you on a platform encouraging me to do something that can lead into some kind of violence with another brother, you will be blocked. You will be blocked. Because it's agent provocateur behavior to tell a man that says, I'd rather talk to people directly when they got a problem. It's an damn agent provocateur type of disposition to say, oh, you scared, put them online. Nah, bro. If I call people directly within the privacy and confines of their own homes and minds and it don't work out on the phone, I'm definitely not going to do it on the internet with them. How old are you? What are we really talking about here? You feel what I'm saying? I don't do this. These guys are better than me at that. Writing books, I'm better than them. I speak 7 languages. I'm probably better at learning languages than them. I teach centennial calculus, algebra, geometry, sequential mathematics 1 to 6. I'm better than them. I came up with New Covenant, where we taught a system of common customs, which is a calculus system that precipitates culture by a process of differentiation and integration. We're able to find the value of smaller things and factorials of those equivalents, thus granting us the least adverse effects from the decisions that we make. And that's per generation. That's what I'm good at. Organizing, organizational skills, amicably resolving matters. I'm not good at cognitive dissonance. This is actually me talking here. Me communicating with some of these people, I tell you, after X amount of 4 or 5 syllable words, they be like, it's time to bang on this nigga and kill him. Because I think he's disrespecting me with some of the words he's using. And I really don't mean no disrespect by it. But I tell you, once I get to talking to people, when I get angry, I get highly communicative and even more intelligent. And maybe a bit sarcastic. And the charisma starts permeating. And at that point, people start feeling mentally defeated and they have no other recourse of action to take but to want balance. This is why I don't like talking to people outside of certain forums. Because I know how angry I get people. Because no one likes feeling dumb when no one's calling them dumb. Did you catch that? No one likes feeling stupid when no one's calling them stupid. Don't know black people want to be called stupid. Them fighting words. And I can say everything that intimates stupid without saying it, and that's enough for people to want to kill me. I'm too smart for that goofy stuff, man. Like, look who you talking to. Like, this is just an insult. Oh, you scared. So, why don't you put them on your... Yo, bro, like, what's up, man? What's up with you? Probably in your sweaty drawers just sitting on the internet, just instigating some stuff. Nipples pierced, grown-ass man. Just sitting there, sweaty as... They didn't wash up probably for a day and a half. Probably playing Call of Duty all damn day. Got children, ain't even feeding them. But you're on the internet on your off time from Call of Duty. Niggas disgrace, man. I know you're tight. It's disgusting. So yeah, we're talking about cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. That's what we're talking about. Black men, come up out of it, man. Stop holding on to things. People just want to believe something so bad about you that even when people bring something true to the table, they still put the lie in a headlock. Many of you have probably been lied on or whatever. It's a bad vibe. And then when you turn around and see the people who just need to believe it, like, why is this causing you to bleed blood? Like, why is this important? What part of my anguish or torment is so important and vital to the contribution of your livelihood? Yeah. So nah, man. I'm not putting nobody on my page so they can take excerpts out of what I'm saying, and they're not gonna take excerpts out of all the knowledge I dropped just now and post that. They only want something negative to say. If they could get on here and say, I called him a biatch and I told him, mother effer, I'm here for the community, you're not. If they could postulate like they're someone who cares about you all while at the same time undermining my intelligence and disrespecting me, that's all they need so they can upload that. And on to the next personality that they got to go destroy. And when things cool off and the views start going to come right back to the Brother Polight thing and keep that going. So I'm not going to allow these people to attach their names to me and contribute to the same. They could attach themselves to me, but I refuse to attach myself to them. So if you want to hear about them and me, you got to go over there. Because over here is about my views and my opinions about real situations in life and things about me, my concerns, our concerns. But I don't want to use another man's personality as leverage to build my platform. Not into that. And I'm not going to be on the platform cursing, yelling, and calling people out their names. Not going to do that. And if I think for one moment that I can't communicate with another brother in peace, I have no business talking to them during contentions, feeling it out for the first time. Hope you guys understand that. Some of you guys are, baby, chill. Let me talk, baby girl. Please. Please. Give me 5 more minutes. Please. 5 minutes. 5. Get out of here. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, please. Goodness. Don't give me that mean face, man. Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. Hey. You know that. You doing all the good stuff. Don't know why everybody act like they don't know nothing that you doing. It's all right. But blessings in abundance. Love you guys. I hope you were able to take something from what I said. And apply it to your life, or at least use it as motivational to know that somebody's in their right mind. I'm not an advocate of violence in our community, nor am I an advocate of people disrespecting each other from our community on the internet for other people to look at us in the light. Peace. Let us know how much you sue him for. Don't worry. You guys will see. You guys will see. I'm petty like that. You know, you never mess with people that have the resources to be petty. That's why I'm not going to give nobody the opportunity for me to respond to them in an irresponsible manner so they could countersue me for any reckless thing that I may be impelled to say at the heat of debate or adversity. I want it one-sided. I want to be the only one that's right. I've attempted to talk to these people. Each one responded to me vehemently or violently or irresponsibly. Okay? And so there goes peace talks as far as not ensuing them with something legal. So this guy, athlete, you got to get out of here now. Your wife's about to be ran through. Okay? This is black men for you in the community. That's them. Your wives about to be ran through. This is black men. This has what to do with anything that you're concerned about. With anything that you want to be concerned about, what would that have to do with anything? See what's going on in people's minds? Doesn't matter if somebody seems worried about doing the wrong thing. It just matters about the results. See? You'll be happy to meet me one day. Yeah, I'm doing a meet and greet actually. You guys, what you could do, if you're going to be in Miami, I'm going to be at Swan around 9 o'clock. We could do a meet and greet at Swan. And then I'm going to go upstairs to the club at Swan at 9 o'clock. That's what I like to do on a Thursday in Miami. I'll be there. Come have a sip of soup with me or something. Then I'm going to go upstairs to the club. I must forewarn you, I will have my security that I stay with my armed security. But don't let that bother you because you're not up to nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not up to nothing. So why would it bother you? You feel me? But yeah, anybody who wants to meet and greet, I'll be at Swan. Fine wine and dining. 9 p.m. And then I'm going to take my efforts upstairs to where the club is at, right upstairs, and we'll have a good time, man. Gotta come to Philly. Yeah, I miss Philly. Just to be at the college, man. But I'll definitely be there. You come see me at 9 p.m. I'll be there. Blessings in abundance, man. Tomorrow we're gonna have a great economic demonstration as well. It's gonna be dope. But I'll be at Swan at 9 p.m. today. Swan. For anybody who wants to do a meet and greet. So I'll definitely be there about 5 hours from now. A little less than 5 hours from now, but I'll be there 5 hours from now, 6 hours from now, 7 hours from now. I'm going to be there because I'm going to go to the club upstairs after. Why do you have to have security? See, these are the people who want you killed. You see, this is the stuff, I just think different. I think I carry too much money around and drive a nice car coupled with the money. I should have some armed security with me at all times. If there's any consolation, these guys are my friends as well. It's legal arms, and if you disagree with that, you have every right. But please don't badger me about why I have armed security around me. And these guys are professionals. They're great. They're not violent for what it's worth. Don't make the guns think make you think that they're violent. They're not violent. They're not violent people. Very good guys. They'll help usher you to your table if need be. And if I ask them to, they might even pour you a drink. Like, you know what I mean? Some water. So don't let that bother you, man. If you got good intentions, why is this stressing some people out? This makes no sense. Peace to y'all. Peace to you guys, man. Well, Swan, 9 p.m. tonight. They have this thing called corn. I like it. They don't got much that I eat because I'm a vegan. I really go there to vibe with my people. My people, I take them out to eat. And they eat good, you know. I like going to like Apple a Day because they got some vegan food for me and stuff like that. But Rolls Royce Diaries, you already know. BP always 10 steps ahead. Careful with them. I feel you. It's always about having. Stop, baby girl. Stop. I'm almost done. I'm turning it off now. Yeah, I'm turning it off. Give me a few minutes. Give me 2 more minutes. I apologize. Please. All right. Thank you. Love you. Huh? Talk louder. Call mom. So then go to mom. You ain't gotta call her over here. Just go to her. She's sleeping. All right, hold on. Let me get off of here. We're going to resolve the matter. All right, peace, y'all. He made me the most money I ever made after taking his course. Thank you, 301 Euro. 301 EURO. Thank you for that. Appreciate you guys. Peace.